I'm Bob. And I'm Bob. Hey Bob, tell them that story about when you were Mr. Mechanic. All right, so I'm a mechanic. Let's say I first start working at Sears Auto Center, doing oil changes and tune-ups, and then I get on over to Goodyear Tire, and yeah, it didn't work out too good there. And so I asked a friend of mine, a friend of yours, right? Yeah. You went to him and you're like, yeah, I'm a mechanic, but I just didn't work out too good at Goodyear. And so what did he told you about Firestone? Yeah, so I get to Firestone. It's the flag hour rate. I'm like, what's that? He goes, well, we got this giant book and it tells, how long most automotive procedures take to do. And you're going to get $7 for flag rate. I'm like, wow. A tune-up would pay like an hour. I'm like, I'm going to get a $7 whole for that. Anyway, doing really good, buying more tools. I got Snap-on, I got Mac, I got Craftsman. And things are awesome. And I'm working with a friend of mine, and and we love drag racing and nitrous and turbos and Pontiacs, and we're having a good old time. But then Charlie. What do you mean Charlie? Like Vietnam Charlie? What are you talking about? Who's Charlie? Well, Charlie was another mechanic there. I don't know how old he was. When you're 18, 19, everybody looks old. This guy looked old. And he went to the doctor, and he comes back all freaked out. And we're like, what's up? He goes, I just went to the doctor. I got cancer. I got lung cancer. I got 6 months to live. And this, he starts selling his toolbox. My friend's going through like, oh, I'll buy this tool from you and that tool. And the Snap-on guy was real nice. He's a Mark something. I never cared for the guy, but he buys Charlie's toolbox, and he's like, oh, I'll sell his toolbox and this. I'm like, okay. So we're like, all right, well, whatever. Charlie's gone. So, he comes in with his daughter, and then they load up some pickup truck and a camper shell, and they're like, we're hitting the road. I'm like, oh, okay. But dude, it wasn't like 2 months later. It was so creepy because we heard the phone ring, like you could hear it ring out in the shop, and we kind of all looked at each other like, uh-oh. So sure enough, they're like, yeah, that was Charlie's daughter. Yeah, he's dead. And we're like, what? So we're thinking like, well, he probably had lung cancer because he was always changing brakes on cars. He's been a mechanic for 50 years. That's how he got lung cancer. So it freaks me out. It freaks my friend out. So that's when we're like, we better change careers. Hey, we'll become carpenters. Carpenters? You mean like the brother and sister singers? Anyway, being, again, young and dumb, and, I'm not able to hear the advice of older people as usual. So I become a carpenter. I got a big thumbs up for when I was a carpenter. Thanks for watching.